Yes, very helpful because we are in a fluid situation, and that's why it's a good thing we've got an emergency use authorization and not an amendment or anything like that to the license. We are confronted with a binary choice as indicated in the voting question. And keep that in mind as we move ahead to Dr. Rubin.
Thanks, Dr. Monto. This is a much tougher one, I think, than we had expected coming into it. The data show that the vaccine works and it's pretty safe, at least by immunobridging and even by some clinical data, some early clinical data. And yet, we're worried about all of these. We're worried about a side effect that we can't measure yet, but it's probably real. And we see a benefit that isn't the same as it is in older age groups. So for me, I think it's going to revolve around two questions. First off, whether there is going to be a use for this vaccine in this age group, and then how the decision gets made to use it within this age group. And I think what sways me here is that is a very sort of personal choice. If I had a child who was a transplant recipient, I would really want to be able to use a vaccine like this. And there are certainly kids who probably should be vaccinated. The question of how broadly to use it, though, I think is a substantial one. And I know it's not our question, but I know we're kind of punting that to ACIP. But I do think that it's a relatively close call. And as Dr. Levy just said, as Dr. Gann said, it really is going to be a question of what the prevailing conditions are. But we're never going to learn about how safe the vaccine is unless we start giving it. That's just the way it goes. That's how we found out about rare complications of other vaccines like the rotavirus vaccine. And I do think that we are going to, I do think we should vote to approve it.
Thank you, Dr. Hildreth.